Welcome to one of the hottest and fastest growing coastal cities around. Yes, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Now, if you're thinking about moving to the Myrtle Beach or the surrounding areas, then this video is for you. Hi, I'm Patrick Mayfield with Mayfield Group, Realty One Group Dockside, right here in beautiful Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And today we're gonna go over 10 pros and cons about living in Myrtle Beach, so you can decide whether Myrtle Beach is the right place for you or not. Pro number one, the weather. See, Myrtle Beach boasts a subtropical climate with a delightful balance of seasons throughout the year. Now, winters are mild and barely ever get below freezing, so it allows you to enjoy an array of outdoor activities year long. Now, the summers are nice and hot, so it allows you to enjoy the beach, various water sports, just loving the beautiful weather. So if the weather is the thing that you're looking for, then Myrtle Beach might be the place for you. Pro number two, activities. Now, Myrtle Beach is an exciting and dynamic tourist destination with an array of activities for locals and visitors alike. There are so many things to do in Myrtle Beach. I mean, we have world-renowned golf course, miniature golf, amusement parks, water parks, dining off, live bands. I mean, if exciting and something to do is on your list, then Myrtle Beach might be the place for you because there's always something to do and never a dull moment to be had. Pro number three, cost of living. See, one of the advantages of living in Myrtle Beach is the relatively affordable cost of living compared to other coastal cities. Whether it's an oceanfront condo or a nice suburban neighborhood, you can find a place to suit your budget. Also, the taxes. Property taxes are lower than most of the places in the United States. So there's another reason why a lot of people are flocking to Myrtle Beach. Pro number four, Southern charm. I mean, the locals, it's just that family friendly. It's just that neighborhood atmosphere. Everybody kind of knows each other or waves to you when you drive by, or if they're walking by or they biking, they just wave. It just feels so warm. And also, don't forget about all the Southern boutiques. I mean, the Southern cuisine, AKA your soul food. I mean, if you haven't tried it, you need to. So if you want a place where you feel warm, you feel relaxed, you feel safe, you feel like everybody's your neighbor and has some delicious food, then Myrtle Beach might be the place for you. Pro number five, boating. Yes, of course, boating. Not only do we have the beautiful ocean, actually there's a catamaran sitting right over there on the beach, we have the Intercoastal Waterway. Now, Intercoastal Waterway is a wonderful place to go boating. You can cruise up and down the waterway. You can go fishing, just feel the breeze in your hair, pull up to a private island. There's also restaurants right there on the Intercoastal Waterway where you could pull up, dock your boat, go eat, have lunch. There's even playgrounds and different places for the kids to play at certain places. I mean, it is a wonderful place and a wonderful experience. If boating is your thing, Myrtle Beach is truly a boater's heaven. Now for the con. Con number one, tourism. Now, while the influx of tourists brings excitement and life to Myrtle Beach, it also comes as a pain. I mean, with the influx of tourists during the season, you can have longer wait times to get into a restaurant if you can even get in at all. Same thing for other activities. If you want to go out and, play some miniature golf or go to the water park or go to the amusement park or go do family activities or even go to the beach. The beaches are crowded. There are people everywhere. Traffic is hefty because you have an influx of everybody coming down here to try to enjoy the same life that you moved here for. So sometimes if there's certain things that we want to do, we wait to the off season, go out and do certain things so that way we can get in, we don't have wait times. I mean, there's ways around it, but during the season, let you know, there are gonna be people everywhere. Con number two, hurricanes. Yes, Myrtle Beach is susceptible to the Atlantic hurricane season, which runs from June to November. Now, while a direct hit is not likely, you do need to take precaution. You need to make sure you get batteries, make sure you have flashlights, make sure you have canned food stocked up on water during the hurricane season, and even have an exit strategy just in case we do get hit, it's a bad hurricane, you wanna make sure you have a strategy to get out of town. Or what some of us do is we get together and we have a hurricane party. Yes, hurricane parties. You do need to be careful and you do need to be mindful that Myrtle Beach is susceptible to hurricanes, and if hurricanes aren't your thing, this might not be the place, but just remember, always be prepared for the worst. Con number three, the weather. Yes, the weather is also a pro and the weather is also a con. Even though the weather is beautiful and wonderful, the summers do get hot and they do get humid. I mean, when you go out, you gotta make sure you take your sunscreen, bring water, bring an umbrella to get some shade because it does get hot, it does get sticky, it does get humid. Now, what some people do is instead of going out during the main or the medium part of the day, they either go out early morning or they go out in the evening to escape that hot summer heat. But on the flip side, now during the winter time, now I said it barely gets ever below freezing, but if it does, and we do have an ice storm, which is rare, but if we do, things will close down, including stores, restaurants, and yes, schools. Schools will shut down. Con number 4, snakes. Yes, just like other southern places, Myrtle Beach does have snakes. Now, there's non-venomous snakes like your gardener snakes, your grass snakes, just like your regular water snakes, your rat snakes, but we do have venomous snakes. We have your water moccasins, your copperheads, we have rattlesnake. Now, if snakes aren't your thing, Myrtle Beach might not be the place. Now, I'm not saying we're overrun in snakes or anything, but you are likely to see a snake. But if you do see a snake in your yard, I mean, you can do the old school method, shovel, or there's another option. There's a place called the snake chaser. The snake chaser, they will actually come catch the snakes and they will spray your yard. And they'll spray it with this, it's a concoction of different things. It's basically predatory urine, AKA bobcat pee, and they spray that around your yard. It actually does help. It deters snakes. I actually had them spray my yard for me because we did have copperheads in our yard. Haven't seen any this year, did see them last year. So I guess it does work. If snake's not your thing, Myrtle Beach might not be the place for you, but if you do see them, you can either old school method or call the snake chaser and they'll come handle it for you. Con number 5, those blood sucking mosquitoes. Yes, because Myrtle Beach is a hot and humid climate. During the season, you do see an increase in mosquito population. Now, of course, you can spray on some off or put on protective clothing, but just know, mosquitoes will be around. Now, they do have places where they'll spray your yard to try to keep the mosquitoes out, but again, they spray your yard. So if your neighbor doesn't spray, they can fly right over and bite and suck your blood. So just to let you know that there are mosquitoes. Mosquitoes aren't your thing. Well, you might want to stay indoors or this might not be the place for you. And there you have it. You have the pros and the cons of living in Myrtle Beach. So either if you're captivated by the wonderful beach life, the thrilling activities, the welcoming community that we have here, Myrtle Beach offers a unique living experience. But again, always weigh your pros, your cons, all your options before making a decision and to see if Myrtle Beach is the right place for you or not. And again, I'm Patrick Mayfield from Mayfield Group. And remember, whether you're looking to buy, sell, or build, call Mayfield.